Hi guys, I keep sharing the video, so we've got a couple more people joining in, and then we will be able to answer all your questions. There have been few really great ones already on the community tab, so I will answer them as well. And also, of course, we are going to have a chance to win an amazing training. I have put in a story some designs with the gold transfer foils. You have guys seen it, and you have asked me also about the video as well. So actually, cameraman can show you the tips which have been created for this training, and we will pick up 3 winners. So keep sharing, guys, and 3 of you are going to receive the access to this wonderful training. There is also a picture in the community tab as well. That's transfer foil nail art training, and 3 of you will have a chance to win it. All you have to do is just hit the share button of the channel or this live video and write in the comments done, and then tomorrow we will pick up the winner. You can also keep asking the questions as well. I will start with the ones from the community tab, and then I will answer all the questions you've gotten here. I actually didn't see you for 2 months. It's been even more than 2 months since we have done the last live video, so I'm really excited because I have missed you guys so much, and I'm pretty bad with answering the questions sometimes underneath of the videos, so this is a fantastic opportunity to answer all your questions you've got relating to the nails. Okay, so just a reminder, you can win the training. All you have to do is just hit the share button to this live video, or you can share the channel as well, and then in the comments of this live video just write it down so we can pick up the winner tomorrow once the live video will be processed. And I'm just going into the questions. Because there have been quite a lot of good ones. I've got them here. I'm just going to share it as well on my Facebook. Just so we've got a couple more people joining in. Okay, I've got you, Jennifer. Hi, hi, Leanne. Hi, Alicia. Hi, everyone. Alexandra, I wish, the channel, we are nearly at the 50,000 subscribers, but there is still 1,500 subscribers missing to reach the magic 50,000. So I hope, eventually we reach this number, and then the goal is 100,000. Andrea says she can hear some weird noises, and she's asking if this is just here. So guys, let me know as well. I've got cameraman with the earphones checking the quality of the voice, and we put the microphone so I don't have to scream. So I'm hoping the voice is all good. Hi guys. And you can share anywhere you want, it can be Facebook, Insta, any other social medias as well, but just write in the comments in this live video that you have done it, because we will pick up 3 winners from the comments. So if there is a comment below that you have done, that you have shared it, we will pick up 3 winners to receive those amazing transfer foil nail art training. That's cameraman can actually show you guys as well, again, what the training looks like. But I have also posted it in the community tab as well. So the training is worth £60, which is quite a bargain to win, and they are absolutely amazing designs in there. So you can guys see it as well. I hope the quality is good enough. Yeah, I'm going slowly start with the first questions, and the ones I'm going to read out first, that's the questions from the community tab. And I've got Steph asking me a first question, and I think this is the fantastic questions. I should leave it maybe for later on when there's more people joining in. But no, we will start with this question because she was one of the first. So Steph asked, how do you deal with things when something goes wrong doing nails on clients? Example, place the tip and find it is not straight and glue is dried, shaping is wrong, too short, client's finger held wrong in lamp and gel has slide to one side. So any kind of disaster which is happening during the appointment. To be honest, like, it depends. It depends. I'm dealing in two different ways. If the disaster is fixable and the client is not even able to tell there is a disaster happening. So say example, if we're going for a very short nail extensions and we put the tip in and a squint, because we cut it really short, we're still able to shape it nice and the mistake is not going to be visible at all, like even probably for a nail technician. So I wouldn't even mention it. I wouldn't do anything. I would just carry on. I wouldn't get panicked because I know I can easily fix it. If the mistake is a big issue, when the tip is really squint, or say, imagine sometimes when you glue in tip and you apply some nail prep products, the tip might crack. You just remove it and you say it. You admit like, oh, that's went so wonky. That's so ugly. And you know, that's kind of also relax the atmosphere with the clients as well. They always laugh because I laugh as well. Like, oh my goodness, what I have done in here, like this is disgusting. Like, you know, those kind of comments, like just admit that you have did something wrong. We are just all humans, and I do quite a lot of mistakes as well. Like it could be just because you didn't pay attention, something's happened, it's maybe just not your day. So you can be doing nails for a really long time. You can be absolutely amazing and experienced nail technician, but we all get those kind of mistakes. And the best way is just to say it like, oh no, this is not right. Just take it off, start again. Sometimes we do the design, like, and maybe client says they want, say, I give extreme example, they want some green, orange, that's actually my goal together, but say they want 3 different colors all together, and you're kind of thinking like, I'm not sure if this is going to look right. You start painting it and you see it like, this is really bad. You can wipe it off before you cure it. If you cure it, you can still say it, you know what, I think it just doesn't look right, let's take it off and we will do it again. Same when the gel, when the client hit the nail on a lamp, you can easily, usually when they hit the nail on the lamp, they take it out and it says, oh my goodness, I have hit it. What I do is I let them fully cure and then I fix the problem, because once the gel hit the light, it's already partial polymerized and you cannot do really much. So you just let it fully cure and then you fix the problem and adding more product. But always the best way is just say it like, this is not right, oh, that's a squint or whatever, fix the problem, and then you are relieved as well, like because you are not trying to hide anything, and also your clients are happy because they are receiving a nice set of the nails. So that's how I'm dealing with it. And hi guys, I can see it, I've got you more and more in here, which is awesome. So I will also answer another questions, and then I will be answering all the questions which you are writing in the comments in here. I've got Brenda. Where do you get the inspiration from when created your designs? I really enjoy learning from you. I love when you do layered looks. Example, a base color, a foil transfer, then one stroke painting. Okay, so how you can see ahead that it will all work blows my mind. So I think is getting the inspiration. I have answered this question in some previous lives as well. I'm trying to get the inspiration from everywhere. So I don't know, it could be a picture on the wall, it could be a client's scarf, it could be a client bag, it could be some trip to the shops, like even just a normal food store. You go in there and there are always some nice bits and pieces. You can see what kind of theme is popular in some spring or summertime. And same fashion. Fashion is the best way to get your inspiration from. For those layered looks, actually, I call this training a porcelain look, or the, I'm always pronouncing this word wrong, transfer foil jewelry look. And what you could do, you could just search like an gold broch or pins, and then there is lots of images popping up, like absolutely amazing. Like that's where I get the inspiration for those set, which you will be able to win the training. There is a wee bee and the fox and all. So I'm checking like those kind of necklaces or like a pins, and then try to recreate this look on the nails. Sometimes it could be like a vase where you've got like really amazing. They have been another tips which I have posted in a YouTube story as well, where there is a parrot. Actually, the parrot was combined. I just searched a parrot and like a picture of the parrot, and then I just added some gold bits and pieces. So I'm trying to get the inspiration from everywhere. And the best tip I can also give you guys as well, don't copy someone's works. Like even when the clients come in to me and they say like, oh, I want this look, and I kind of give it my twist. So I never do exactly the same. Like I would never, no, I just say it's like I'm not fancy to do it, and I kind of give it my twist to it, just so it is slightly different. Same if I post some picture and the client comes in and says like they want exactly the same work and this is my work, I'm kind of not keen to repeat the exactly the same set. It's not fun really to do it, unless this is a baby boomer or a French, and that's kind of similar all the way through. Thank you so much, Jen. That's really, really kind of you. And I will be happy to answer all the questions you've got as well. I really appreciate that. Now let's talk about another question. Cheryl, I would love to know if you mail to United States. I really want to try your fiber gel. Yes, Cheryl, we do post to United States. There is no distributor of the Nail Perfect in United States, and we do post. I will just talk in general about the Nail Perfect and about us as well. So the Nail Perfect isn't our brand. We are just a distributor for this brand, and Nail Perfect is in about 30 countries now. Like we've got amazing distributor of Nail Perfect in Australia. So if you are based in Australia, there is a Julie which take care of Nail Perfect there, and she's got their website. Just search in Google like Nail Perfect Australia, and then their page will come up. So you just place an order directly from them. There is a Nail Perfect in UK, because we are based in UK. There is a Nail Perfect in Netherlands. So there is lots of different countries where the Nail Perfect is. And definitely there isn't one in United States. So yes, we post to the United States, but we wouldn't post to Australia because there is a distributor there. And a best way and the tip I could give you is, if you're from a different country, you could search a Nail Perfect and the name of your country. So say Nail Perfect Australia or Nail Perfect, I don't know, Iran, then their page should come up, and you can just place an order directly with them. And then there is also some products which are exclusively our brand. So that could be the Desire Nails, which is a demaster brush or a D-liner brush. And then we post everywhere, like, because they don't have those products. Again, exception is Australia, because Julie took some brushes for the distribution as well. So even if it is not Nail Perfect but our brand, she sells them as well, so you can grab them from her too. Then I've got another question. How do you go about starting up a nail business? I have just qualified in acrylic nails, and how do you get clients to practice? On how much would you charge or ask for donation? That's a question from Kirsty. And this is a good question, because we all starting somewhere, and the best ever advice I can give you guys is that all good? Yeah, okay. And the best advice I can give you on that one is, do not practice on your clients, because you wouldn't be able to lift your prices up, and they will be always treating you as a practicing nail technician. So the best tip I can give you is, start doing a clients once you're ready for those clients. You can be still begging your nail technician, but you have to be ready for those clients. So you've got your prices set from the beginning, and that's the prices you keep on. Once you start charging them like a $5 for a nails, or like a donation for a product or stuff like that, they will be always kind of wanting that, and it will be very hard for you to move from practicing into being a nail technician. The best tip I could give you is practice on yourself, practice on your mom, practice on your sister, practice on your best friend, and then you can do it either for like a product, or you could do it for free, or like I didn't charge it. I would kind of do it for free on my friends and like really close friends. So say I would pick up maybe 2-3 people myself, like mom and sister and those kind of people very close with you. And that's the people you practice on. You could also practice on practice fingers as well, which is pretty useful. And then once you're moving into the clients, you've got your set prices, and you just keep those set prices, and ideally, like when I was starting, I was just taking longer time to achieve this quality. So when you begin your nail technician, the set is not going to take you an hour or 45 minutes. It might take you 2 or 3 hours, but it is still going to be a quality set. And in this case, you could charge a full price. You could just say to the clients, because I'm still kind of learning how to do it. I've got my qualification, but I'm still practicing. I will take a little bit longer, but the quality of the nail is going to be still good. And then you just keep those prices. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to set those prices, because they will be always treating you as a practicing nail technician and always expecting a bargain. If there is any of you which had the problem with the stuff like that, you can just write in the comments like what you have experienced in this matter, because I think I'm reading quite a lot of comments from the other nail technicians, and that was a big issue for them. They wasn't able to set up their prices. Now I will just go back to your comments and then go back to the comments on the community tab. So again, thank you so much, Jen. Then I've got some questions. So, hi from France, Canada. Hi guys, hi from Denmark. And Dawn. I've got Jenny asking, what are you doing in this video? So in this video, we are talking about nail questions. So it can be a different question, nail related. And I've got already quite a few questions on the community tab, which I'm starting answering them, but also you can leave those questions here as well. And I'm happy to answer for all your questions, nail related. And then I've got Gail. How do you mend a cracked nail that is halfway down the nail? Okay, you will need to ask this question again, because I'm not sure if I'm understanding this right. How do you mend a cracked nail that is halfway down the nail? Okay, I think maybe I will just Google what this word mend mean, because I have no clue. If you mean how, no, you will just need to ask the question different way. How do you mend? Okay, I think it must be how. Okay, how do you repair? Okay, how do you repair a nail? How do you repair a cracked nail that is halfway down the nail? Okay, I'm sorry, like I'm not sure what you mean, but I will try to answer my best for this question. So if this is extension, I would just cut the extensions, clean it, and start fresh. If this is a natural nail, and you mean like a crack when the nail has a ridge and is crack all the way from the free edge up to the cuticle area, then the best way to fix those kind of nails is to apply some gel overlays. And we've got some lady which is coming like, she doesn't wear any nails. She's got only one nail, but just split halfway open because of those nail ridges. And nail ridge is like a wrinkle. Within the age, it becomes deeper and deeper. So sometimes it can really badly like crack, split. And then the best way to do it is cut it nice and short, put some very small extensions, and then gel overlay on top of it to protect the split from opening up. And it does work for those ladies. Once they've got the product, the nail doesn't crack anymore. But when the product is removed, the crack is going to come back. So there is no like a permanent fixing solution to this problem. It is only a temporary one by wearing the product. So if you've got a client with those kind of problem, they will have to stop with the product application through the entire life, because there is no way to fix those kind of nail wrinkle, nail ridge. Another questions. So remember, guys, also keep sharing this video as well, because 3 of you, we will pick up 3 winners to win those amazing transfer foil nail art, and the cameraman is going to show you the designs which are included in this training. And after completing the training, guys, you can send me a picture of your work to receive your certificate as well. It is an accredited certificate, so yeah, you can share it, and then just write in the comments below that you have done that. Thank you, Simone. And then I've got Jai asking, I don't really get how will you pick a winner. Okay, so how we pick the winner. So basically what we do is, like, from all the comments, which are write it in here, like people write don't share it, we pick up 3 random numbers. Like on Google, you've got like a random number generator. So you just press which, from which number to which number you want to generate the winning number, and then we just count it, and we pick up 3 winners, and then we announce the next day on the community tab who win. There have been some previous girls which have won the brushes or the trainings. If you dare, guys, just write in the comments that you have won it, and we do giving away those prizes. So that's the easiest way. The only problem is the live videos are so long that the YouTube takes pretty long time to process the video. So after we finish this live, this video is not going to be available until it's processed. So I'm not able to pick up the winner until the video process, which will take probably all night. And then tomorrow I will be able to see those live chat comments again, and then we can easily pick up the winner from that. And then we will just announce. I've got Michelle saying that she won the D-liner brush on the last live. But today we are picking up 3 winners for Jevel's training, the gold transfer foil training. Okay, the next question. I've got... Okay, I've got woman. Oh gosh, sorry, those nicks are so, but it's starting with the woman. Hello, one-stroke painting is very difficult for me, but I am still practicing. If you could let me know what nail brushes do you use and brand. Thank you. So you guys, there is lots of one-stroke tutorials. I have created full playlist with the one-stroke videos, and for one-stroke I personally prefer the acrylic paints, and they are Nail Perfect acrylic paints. Actually, I might kindly ask the cameraman as well, because I've got some, if you could just pass me a couple of the acrylic paints. He don't hear because he's got the earphones checking the quality of the voice. So the acrylic paints, and the reason why I prefer, and maybe the X as well, because they will be visible what we can paint, the X. And acrylic paints are awesome because they are drying. So once I'm painting one petal, I can move into the other place and I can paint another one. I don't have to put it in the lamp. And it is not a big issue if we're painting very simple, like flower, 5-petal flower. We can cure it and we can just keep swapping the hands. But I think the issue becomes when we are painting like really complicated petals, like one on top of another, or layers or roses. So you can maybe show to the camera as well. It will be easier. So you can also see it, some of the one stroke as well. There are tutorials on that too. It's no chance. Okay, I'm not going to show you guys. But yeah, the acrylic paints are awesome because we can paint it on the nails, but we can also paint on other tools as well. So that could be like, I might try it to blur. No, not a chance. Okay, see, usually the live quality videos aren't as great. So on the live, I'm not going to show you how to do the stuff because it's not going to be as great quality as it is when we're recording. So when I'm showing tutorials like how to do the nails, how to paint, where you really need the detail to be seen, then the recorded option is much better compared to the live videos. But yeah, I'm using like acrylic paints. They come in a really nice and pretty colors. They are water-based, and they dry in the air. Fantastic for a one stroke. And then we have two brushes. One is a one stroke level 1, which is a larger brush, so perfect for like very basic, like I don't know, butterflies, say example, like where you do like one move and that's it, like 5 petal flowers. And then we do have a D-Master brush, which is a very tiny one, and then you can paint like much more complicated designs like layer petals on top of the petals, and they all available on our website, which is dorotapalitka.com. So they are fantastic products for one stroke, but you can also check those playlist. There is lots of flowers. I've got buried. Do you practice one stroke before you use it on client, or you do just go on? I just go on, like I don't practice. Like I think I have painted so many times one stroke that's, first of all, I've got amazing clients, like they're absolutely fantastic. They just come to me and they say, just do whatever you want. So we kind of just talk maybe about the colors. I kind of know their personality as well. We live in a small town, so I do really know my clients. Like I don't get many of the walk-ins, so it's all by appointments and all regular clients, and I know them really well. And I know what kind of designs they like and what they don't like. So I just go straight away and I paint whatever comes to my head. And for a one stroke, once you really practice it, it kind of becomes easy, and you will try to create your own flowers, like not looking at any picture, just your own flowers. And the best tip I can give you guys, also, if you didn't watch it, there is a live video, the first one which we done it. I think we done 4 live. So the first one which we done it, I was showing the difference, what the practice make, how my one stroke was looking. And again, guys, if you have watched this, you know, like my one stroke was really ugly. The flowers was looking like a cabbages, like everything was smudged together. So it is a matter of the practice. I wasn't good at the one stroke before. And the tip I can give you guys as well, take a brush and don't try to paint the flowers. So don't try to paint the flowers, or don't try to paint like a beautiful butterfly or something. Just take your brush, pick up the paint, and see what will happen if you place your brush straight. What will happen if you lie your brush? What will happen if you do those motion, or you go opposite way? Or what will happen if you twist your hand? So do different hand movements. Like don't try to create anything, just different hand movements to see what your brush is going to do. And once you know what your brush is going to do with each movement, then you know what kind of flowers you can create. Because, like, say example, if I want to paint like a half open flower, like which is like half open, so you can see one part of the flower and the part on the back, I will know how to place my brush to achieve this look. And again, you have to still kind of imagine those flower in your head, so you kind of know what you want to paint. But really keep practicing those movements of the brush. It is a fantastic way of learning how to do it. Then I've got Jen, which is happy with the brushes and the products. Yeah, I love them. Like that's why I have been working on the Nail Perfect for the last 9 years, 10 maybe even now. I would say 10 years. I started with the IBD, which is a really good brand as well. But I feel like IBD is a bit old school. They don't come up with many new products or many new colors. So that's why I left this brand. But it was a fantastic quality of the products as well. And then I have swapped a few different ones, and then I find Nail Perfect, and I'm really happy with it. Like the nails of my clients are lasting really long time. And then when I got some girls coming into the salon as well, and then trying the products, they really pleased with the quality of the work they can produce as well. So they're absolutely fantastic. And that's again the questions which Jai asked, which is your favorite brand you like to use? So I will talk maybe about few brands, because it's not the way I'm like stocking only one brand. So sometimes, and you can see it on the channel, me using those products. So I quite like the gel polishes from the Neo Nails. They're pretty nice and lovely colors. The only minus is they are small sizes, so it doesn't last you for a long time, but the colors are absolutely beautiful. Obviously, I'm working with the Upvoted, I'm working with the Nail Perfect. I quite like Indigo for some pigments, like they've got really a beautiful glamour silver, and I have been showing the video as well with those products, like, and when possible, I'm trying to give you guys links as well. Then I quite like the chromes from Model Ones. They've got a beautiful cushion for chrome pigments. I like some nail art bits and pieces from Born Pretty. I love their stamping and stamping plates. Their nail polishes for the stamping are awesome as well. So that's from the Born Pretty. What other brands? I think that's the most favorite one. So Indigo for glamours and like those kind of pigments, Neos for some gel polishes, Nail Perfect as a main system for a gel, and I wouldn't swap it for any other products. Like this is my like favorite ever, especially the fiber gels, absolutely fantastic. And when they came up with these pots, I will show you maybe the pot as well. Fiber gel. And we've got the table on the other part of the living room. We've got the table set up with all the products because that's where I recorded tutorials. But I'm so happy, guys, because finally it will be able. So that's the fiber gels. I love them. Like when I have seen it, the Nail Perfect came out with those pots. It was like, oh my goodness, Patrick, can you believe they are just so mine? They feel like they are mine. They are not mine. I didn't produce them. I didn't invent them. I'm just distributing those products, but it was like, oh my goodness, it is just me, you know, diamonds, and like also the quality, the colors of them as well. The light rose, absolutely amazing. But I was like, oh, I fall in love with it. And you can see me, guys, working with those products all the time as well. But I'm so excited also as well because finally we've got one spare room where we will be able to set up the studio. So I will get rid of all this equipment, like all the products from my table, and I will get my living room back. So I've got some time to chill out and relax, and we will have a separate studio in a different room. So we have to strip all the flooring, all the walls, everything, like it's just going to be in, and like we're starting this room fresh again to create some studio. I believe it will take a good few weeks to complete it, especially yeah, cameraman is laughing like we might actually record it as well. Yeah, we will see. We might record it. But it is going to be a really busy time, especially that the salon is coming back on as well. So some part of the salon is already open, and the next part is opening next week, which is next week. No, not this coming Monday, not tomorrow, a week. Next Monday after that, which means I will be able to record more, again, the videos from the salon where I'm working on the real clients, and the awesome videos because they are from life. They are true. They're not the same, like, you know, painting the design on the tip. We come up with different kind of difficulties, like some clients got split nails, other clients got bitten nails, some might have like ski jumps, some might have nails growing down the way. So there is so many different issues when we're working on the clients, and I'm really excited because I will be able to show you all those videos on the real clients, because the salon is reopening again. So let me see what other questions I've gotten here. Ceci, I'm glad you have arrived. The package has arrived and you love the fiber gel. I love it as well. Like I have been talking about it. Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. Then where do I get the white press on coffin shaped nails you use on your videos? Jen, on some videos I have included the link to the eBay. So I'm buying them in eBay. I'm just going to show you. I'm buying them from eBay, and they come just like in a blue box. There is a link in some of the videos. If it isn't, just ask me this question again on one of the comments, and I will put it in a comment. Like, actually I can do it now. Let me check. I can do it now. So search notes. I keep those notes, and I will just give you the link quickly now. This full cover coffin tips. Copy. Okay, I'm just going to post it now for you, darling. There we are. Okay, so I have just posted in this live video the link for you, so you don't have to search it. Yeah, they fab for like a full cover, like, and I love it because I just use the blue tack and I'm able to do beautiful pictures with Olivia. We also got some new tips on the website as well. Actually, I might show you them as well. And so they are extreme pre-pinched coffin tips, but they are on the client. So again, once the salon is allowed to open, I will be showing you how to use it. And the box is absolutely fantastic. Again, I might show you. You'll see my ugly face on front of the camera, different angles. But they're awesome because they are so long. Like, so if I want to do it, here. So they are absolutely fantastic as well. And they come in 11 different sizes and a nice hard box. They are on the website as well. Then, next question. Hi. Okay, thank you for, okay, I'm glad, Gail, I managed to answer your question because I was struggling with that. Sorry, English isn't my first language and sometimes I'm stuck with the things, but I'm glad you know the answers. I've got Jenny saying that's the way we are doing Q&A is odd. The camera should be closer so we are feeling like you are closer. Yeah, we can move the camera closer. That's no problem. That's no problem. Then I've got Michelle. She won the D-liner in the last live video. And remember, guys, you can win the training. So we are going to pick up 3. I hope this is close enough now for you. I think it's moved back again. Okay, cameraman is going to sort that. I'm not going to worry about it. But remember, guys, we are going to pick up 3 winners from this live video. All you have to do is just share either this live video or the link to the channel on your social media. It can be an Instagram, Pinterest, it can be a Facebook, so anywhere you want. And then we will pick up 3 winners to win the fantastic training with the transfer foil. And I have posted the picture on my YouTube story, but also there is a picture on the community tab as well of those beautiful designs as well. So you can just keep sharing and then we'll pick up the winner tomorrow. Okay, the next question. What did you say about the certificate? So what I have said about the certificate, when we ran, you can get maybe closer. Is that close enough? Just let me know in the comments. If not, we can get even closer. No, I think it can go even closer. I don't know. But then it is, the cable might be not, oh no, you've got, okay. Yeah, but regarding the certificates. So all the trainings which I run online are fully accredited. I've got my teaching qualification, I've got all my paperwork and everything, and maybe because it is closer, it should go lower now, the camera. I don't know. Guys, just tell me in the comments, is the camera good now? Because I'm confused now. We tried to move it closer, but now I think because it's closer, it should go a little bit down. But just let me know in the comments. Anyway, the certificate, go back to the certificates. After you complete any training from me, the ones you win as well, you just drop me a picture of the nails you have created for the training, and I will be able to issue you valid certification for that. So the certificate, I actually don't have any. That's perfect, cameraman. That's much better. Awesome, thank you. So the certificate, do I have any? No, but Patrick, you could maybe print it out. He's going to be so busy boy, like I'm just rushing him, like, pass me this, pass me this. What do you think? Are you able to print out one certificate to show us an example? I will try to find it. He will try to find it. So what I might do quickly is I might go and send him some example of the certificate. But I think, oh, I've got one. I'm going to send it to you. So send it to cameraman. There we are. That's it sent to you. And he's just going to quickly print it off just to show you the example of the certificate. Of course, it has the stamp, it has my signature, and it's a valid certificate. Okay, the next question. Oh gosh, I need to hurry up and speed up on. There is so many comments. Okay, so Lulzimi86, hello, do you use deep powder? Can you do some tutorials using deep powder? The Nail Perfect has the deep powders. I'm not using the deep powders. I'm not kind of the fan of the acrylics in general. Like I'm more the gel nail technicians, but I sometimes do the acrylic tutorials. The dip in powder, I feel like it doesn't give the structure of the nails. It's just flat dipping in the fingers into the color. So I'm not really the huge fan of it. But I could think maybe about it, like maybe on the tips. Definitely not on the natural nails, like I'm not the fan of it. Hi, Claire. I've got Ceci working on the baby boomer, and it's not as easy as you make it look. It is not. Nothing is easy for a first time. Like, I think you need to, I'm just checking the seagulls. You need to keep practicing, like, and I find that this technique is the quickest one. Once you get hang of it, try to get the sponge absorb a little bit of the gel first, and always make sure you're using a paint on gels, not a gel polish. With the gel polish, a sponge technique doesn't work unless you sprinkle it with the acrylic powder, and there are some tutorials on it as well. Then I've got Gail. How do you use the Nail Perfect sculpting gels? I have bought some of the fiber gel, which I love, but also, thank you so much, Steph. That's so kind of you. I lost the comment. There we are. No. How do you use the Nail Perfect sculpting gels? I have bought some of the fiber gel, which I love, but also got some sculpting gel. I just wondered how I use it. So fiber gel is a sculpting gel. You use them both the same, and there is lots of tutorial. Just check. There is a playlist which is called Different Nail Structure, and I'm showing different nail shapes and how to do the nails. There was also questions in a community tab of how to do all 5 nails with the gel before you put them to the lamp. So let me check this question. Yeah, I've got the diff. What techniques do you use to be able to apply gel on all fingers? Again, I'm showing it on the Salon videos, how to apply it on all the fingers. It is okay, cameraman. How to apply it on all the fingers. To be able to do so, you have to apply it nice and thin layer through the entire surface, and then work more through the middle, because by the time you finish working on other nails, the gel is going to run to the sides. So that's the only way to do it, and it is only possible to do it on a shorter set of the nails. I wouldn't even risk it on the longer nails. You need to also feel the temperatures. If the place you work with is colder, you're able to maybe do even 10 nails without of the gel running. But if it is going to be on like extremely warm place, the gel is going to run faster. So there is no gold solution to be able to do it all 5 nails at the one time. But I suggest you really check those Salon videos, because quite often I'm showing how to do it on all 5 nails as well. But I wouldn't use it, even if it's the same client, same set of the nails, I wouldn't use it equally. It is all depending on the temperatures, which is outside as well. Okay, the next question. Oh, I've got the certificate as well. I get, he's saying like show closer, so show closer, there we are.
Show straight.
Show straight. Is it not straight?
Now it's fine.
Now it's fine. Okay, so that's how, like, that's example of the certificate. So you can see it, guys, how it looks. And then I just put your name, like with my fancy writing and the signature stamp, and I send it the certificate. Obviously, if you're in person, you will receive like a printed copy, and then for online trainings, I send it as a picture. Next question, guys. Next questions. Okay, what would you do with the disinfection liquid once you are done with it? It says it is dangerous for the aquatic environment on the label. Okay, that's a really good question. So that's a really good question. To be honest, I have been disposing it into the sink, but I'm going to investigate it through more now into that. Thank you for these questions. It is a really good one. I'm using the Barbicide liquid as well, but I'm going to investigate that because it's a pretty good question. Then I've got Connie. I love your baby boomer French fade technique with makeup sponge. I'm struggling with neon paints because I think they are so pigmented. It is hard to see the fade. Neon ombre. I have done some neon ombre tutorial just recently. I think it was posted on Saturday, yesterday, today, Sunday. Yes, so it was posted yesterday. You can watch it as well. Can you use all kind of acrylic paints? No, you cannot use all kind of acrylic paints buried. I have been working with some acrylic, different acrylic paints before. They weren't water-based. I was kind of feeling like they've got some oils in them, and the paint was sliding. It wasn't mixing well together. It was kind of too slidey for me to get the desired look. So you need to find the paints which you are really liking. Like I have tried few different acrylic paints, and the ones which I really like was the Polycolor paints. They come in a tubes. They're really nice, or the Nail Perfect acrylic paint. So that's the two favorite brands. But I left the Polycolor ones. The Polycolors came in a tube, so the paint was sometimes drying inside, and I didn't like this fact. They kind of don't dry as much, and it's easy to squeeze it and clean it. That's why I prefer them as well. But it wouldn't work with any kind of paints, that's sure. I've got a woman saying her name is Lori. Okay. Thank you, Claire. I've got Jenny. Wow, so you use acrylic paints to create one-stroke flowers on your nails? Yes, I do. I totally do use acrylic paints for that. And you can, yes, you could try those paints as well, but as long as they water-based, so they don't slide, like, and then you can paint it. I have painted also some other bits and pieces as well. I'm not sure if it's going to be visible in a camera, but they can be used to paint on anything really, which is awesome. Then I've got Claire saying to record the makeover. It might be pretty hard, but yeah, we may try it. Like, I'm so happy that we will be able to finally have the studio. Steph, you're a bit late. It's okay. Like, I'm glad you managed. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for all your beautiful comments and recommendation on Facebook and other social medias. I'm really appreciating it as well. Then we've got good luck to all of you who have shared it as well. So keep sharing, like we will pick up 3 winners for those beautiful transfer foil nail art training. I've got Krisa. Hey, what is the difference about different nail tips? How do you see it? Maybe you could describe it. Oh, it's a playlist. Let me check it if I'm able to get through there. That's mean I have to came out from here. Okay, so yeah, I will just search this link for you.
I will put them.
Can you? So it's a playlist, different nail shapes. I actually got it now. Share, copy. There we are. So there is a link for you. So that's a different nail shapes and structure. And then because we have talked so much about the one stroke, I'm quickly going to give you guys the link to the one stroke playlist. So the first one is a different nail shapes and structure, and then this one is one stroke. So you can check all those playlists. Okay, let's go back to the question. Okay, I've got Teresa saying about your fiber gel hypoallergenic. Okay, I wouldn't call it hypoallergenic. Like, I don't think so. There is in the entire world, in the entire nail industry, there is such a thing like a hypoallergenic products. Like all the nail products, everything what we touch except the air and electricity, it is except the light and electricity, it is chemistry. It is all chemicals, and they are different types of chemicals. It is HEMA free, and HEMA is one of the ingredients which can give lots of allergies. So it is HEMA free. But it doesn't mean like that's 1 in a million people cannot get the allergic reaction. I have never had it, and any of my clients ever had it for the 10 years I'm using it. And there's lots of nail technicians which couldn't use maybe a different brands, but they could use acrylic monomer from Nail Perfect, which is HEMA free, or they could use some of the fiber gels. Some of the Nail Perfect products contains HEMA, but again, it is depending on the amount of this ingredient. And if it's in the first place, that's mean it is a pretty strong concentration of this product. If it's in a second, third, or fifth place, it is not as bad. And HEMA gives a better adhesion of the product to the natural nail. Again, any kind of product, if you would apply it on the skin, I think it could cause the allergies, even if it doesn't contain HEMA or any other kind of allergens. But I don't think so. There is such a thing like a brand which is totally hypoallergenic, or there is a brand which is, I don't know, like make your nails, put some magic stuff into your nails to make them grow faster, or the stuff like that. Nail plate is a dead keratin cells, like, and the stuff like that, climbing, like, it is chemicals free and the stuff like that is not true. Such a thing like doesn't exist. Okay, I've got, if you have a client with long nails buried, growing down, would you sculpt it, or do you glue a tip on it? Doesn't depends really. In general, 90% of my clients, I just glue the tips, and the tips which we've got, like, they're really nice and straight, so the nails don't grow down straight away. Like, I've got really, on one of the last video when I was doing this set, you could guys really see that's my index finger growing down, but it starts growing down after my natural nail reach a certain length. So when I sculpted it fresh set, or when I apply it, the tip is nice and straight, because I tend to put the forms a little bit higher up, and the tips are straight as well, so whichever option I choose. The problem is starting after maybe a third rebalance, so after like about 3 months time, when the natural nails become too long and then it's carved down. So then best solution, you've got two choices. One choice is you could drill it from underneath to correct the shape, but to be honest, it's so time consuming that sometimes it's better just to clip it off and start a fresh extension, even just on this one nail. So I might have a client like which will keep constantly getting rebalanced, or their nails looking perfect, but maybe a thumbnail or an index finger is growing down, then I just clip it every third time, only this one nail. On some other clients, and there is lots of tutorials on the salon nails, when I'm showing like how to correct them by filing from underneath as well. So each time when I'm doing a rebalance, I'm filing those nails underneath, and when they are short, it is very easy to fix it. With the long nails, we always cut it. Then, so I have sent the links as well. I want to open my own place for nails in a few years, but I am wondering how could I build my clients in a small town, Julia. I am from the small town, and I think in a small town, it might be advantage of being in small town. In small town, people will treat you more personal. You're not going to be a stranger. And I feel like I am actually lucky. I'm happy to be in a small town because of this way, like people know like what kind of news I do, people know who I am. And it was because of it, it was kind of easier to gain the new clients word of mouth. So one person told the next person, and they have also seen the quality of the work. So in a small town, the news are going to go very, very quick, and you can easily gain the clients this way. In a bigger town, you are just one of many salons, and I think it is harder. It is easier because you can get a walk-in clients, but those walk-in clients, they don't kind of create a bond with you. I've got only regular clients. Like, we don't get many new clients because it's a small town, so you can have only so many people in here. But that might be an advantage of it as well. But definitely, social media are a great way also to advertise, where you can show your work as well. And obviously, the quality of the work. The better you are going to be, the more clients you are going to have. Okay, then I've got the next question. Okay, I'm glad, guys, you can see me better. And good luck to all of you who have shared. I've got Claire's. That's she says she loves more gel than acrylics as well. Like I'm definitely, but I will be posting sometimes acrylic videos as well, guys. Okay, again, I've got the same question, Sherry. Do you prefer gel over acrylic? Yes, I do prefer gel over the acrylic, and the main reason of it is a smell, probably. Like, and I feel like I'm much quicker with the gel, and the gel does the work for me. I'm glad, Fatima, you have learned so much from the channel. And then I've got Andrea going back to this amazing question. I am also trying to find out what to do with the disinfection liquid. I would love to know what you find out. How would you let us know? Thanks for all you do. I think I could do like what I was thinking. We had the conversation with Patrick that we could try to do maybe some short informative videos, like, so say like here we are doing a live video, so you can you've got the chance to ask me questions live, but also I was thinking I could do it like 15 minutes, 10 minutes a talk, say example like why the nails lift. The next subject would be like how to set up the nail desk. The next subject could be like even those disinfection liquid, like different types, or what to do it with them afterwards. So normally, like say for the needles, like they are the special disposal containers. I believe they could be some kind of like special containers for liquids as well. But again, it might be depending on the product you are using. So I'm going to investigate on my product, the ones I'm using, which is a barbicide, for the tools, which have to be dipped in this liquid. And obviously the spray ones, they are the ones for the files, they are just spray, so they kind of evaporate in air. But it's a really interesting question, and I've got some friends which, in case if I wouldn't be able to answer this question or find the answer for this question, I will ask those friends as well. Like some of them are really involved into the product chemistry, and I think they will be really good people to ask the question. And then I could maybe do a short video on that, because I didn't see a lot of information on that. And I'm always curious on those kind of stuff where you can't find the information about it, because we are all learning or are all our lives. So I will be very happy to learn that as well. Then I've got, can you please send a picture of the two nail boxes? Nail boxes, picture of the two nail boxes. I'm not sure what nail boxes are you talking about. Is it the display cases where we store the tips, or is it the empty tips? The empty tips, these ones are on our website, which is dorotapalicka.com, and then these ones I have just dropped the link in this live video, and they are on eBay. They are full coffin cover tips. Okay, I've got Stacey saying that I've got really nice swirly stamping plate from Born Pretty. Yes, I do. I love this stamping plate. It is amazing. And the stamping plate is a nightmare to find it. Did you find it? If not, I might try to search the link for that, and then I will just put the link in this description as well, because the stamping plate is amazing. I love it, especially the inverted design, like where we have created this gold, beautiful gold nails. Like, it was looking absolutely fantastic. I actually might have it in this video as well. I love this plate. Like, it's one of my favorite plates, because you can create so many beautiful designs. Let me search it quickly. Gosh, I don't want to lose the life. Okay. So not playlist, videos, gold, and then I will be able to find the link. Also, cameraman is going to show you guys again what amazing training you can win by sharing either this video, but I would prefer if you share the channel link. Share, copy, and then the description. Okay, so the stamping plate we are talking about, okay, so that's the stamping plate we are talking about. There is a link to the video, and I will also quickly find the stamping. Let me check in my notes. I think I've got it directly to this plate. Okay, product is not exist. Oh no! Guys, it looks like it is not exist. Unbelievable, that was the nicest one. it was a really large plate, but yeah, it's really do not exist anymore. So sorry guys, I cannot post you a link. I have just tried the link. See, that's the problem sometimes. Like even if I post some links, over a time they do disappear, like, or they are not valid. So unfortunately, the stamping plate doesn't exist. Maybe on eBay or AliExpress or some other places, like where they might be a supplier which still has it in stock. Maybe you will be able to find it, but the main Born Pretty page doesn't stock it anymore, and it's a shame because that was one of my favorite plates. Claire, you can share that. Yes, you can share the channel or your favorite video, any kind of share, just so more people can see it, the channel, because I'm really wishing to get to those 50,000 subscribers. I was hoping actually we would manage sooner, but it didn't work. So we still are missing 1,500 subscribers to get us to the 50,000. Let me see the next question. I've got Jen. I am having issues with getting foils to do a full coverage. It pulls off. I do it the way I was told and it still comes off when pulling it off. It is possible that it is the foil or maybe a glue. It could be. I'm not sure, Jen, did you have you tried our transfer foil gel glue? I also have recorded yesterday, guys, I have recorded amazing video. Not that's what I wanted, because I wanted a simple design, but I have overdone completely the things. Like in one set I have created 3 different designs just to explain all the difference in different transfer foil products. And this video, once we do record the beginning of this video, no, thank you. You can show it as well. Once we do the recording of this video, I will put it up. Hopefully by Wednesday, this video will be available on YouTube. So you have to really watch it, because then I talk through all possible options with the transfer foils. Like, and I showing different products, different options, why something works, why something doesn't work. This gel is fantastic. Like, you have guys seen me working with it as well. And the foil design gel, the black pot, it says design on it. It is best for the design. So like, it will be fantastic for the nail art which we have created on the tips, which you can win the training for it, the one which Patrick was showing you earlier on. So that will be the foil design gel. I wouldn't use this foil gel because it would be too difficult to paint with it. The consistency is much thinner. So I want really something which stays in place, which I can paint really detailed look. So that's the foil design gel, the black gel, which we are going to use for. This one is great for a full coverage. And I love it because even if you do the mistake, so you would put the transfer foil, it doesn't transfer, you peel it off, you clean it with the blue scrub, which is a nail dehydrator, and you can still transfer. You can touch it with the fingers and you can still transfer. You can overcure it and it will still transfer. So doesn't matter what kind of mistake you do, you don't clean the foil or the foil is bent, whatever mistake you do, this foil gel glue is going to take the transfer foil. So I do really recommend it, trying it. I'm not sure what product you are using, but quite often, like a few years ago and months when all the transfer foil craziness started, actually years ago, the foil design gels have been a completely different type of the products. What I've got?
A
wee bit noise. Okay, sorry guys, thank you. So those gels have been designed to work on a small surface and they wasn't giving a full coverage. Same, the gel polish is not going to give a full coverage, but you have to watch the video, which is probably going to be available on Wednesday, I hope. Depends how quickly the post-production process will go. And I'm talking through the entire troubles and showing a different usage of different products for a transfer foil. I hope I have answered it fully for you. And gosh, my tummy is rumbling. I'm hungry. Then I've got Krisa. I mean, not the shape. I asked for the nail tip. How I see this oil tape, normal tape, the difference between the natural nail. Sorry, I'm trying to understand. I mean, Krisa, I mean not the shape. I asked for the nail. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean with the question. If you could ask it again. So, Krisa, you asked me the question how I see this is oily type, normal type, the difference between the natural nail. Please ask me this question again because I'm really not understanding what you mean, and I just don't want to try to guess it. Gosh, I'm losing where I am. Okay, I've got Steph here saying that the barbicide can be put diluted down the drain. That's what I have been doing, but I'm going to investigate it more, but it's good to confirm it. Actually, you know, I should be ashamed because I've got the barbicide certificate as well. And that's what I have been using, but I never think about it. I was never thinking about it, so I'm really going to investigate that. But thank you so much for your answer as well. Now I've got, does the Nail Perfect have advertising material? Yes, they've got lots of advertising materials. We've got like an access to all the photo shoots, like with different models, like even the beautiful stands, like catalogs. I actually got some catalog even here as well, one of the old ones. I might actually grab it. It's a bit bended because it's just lying behind the, but yes, they've got some advertising materials, so like you know, some leaflets and different kind of things. Yeah, this is all bended, all the dip in colors, and we don't stock it on the website because I don't use it, but they actually have fantastic range of dip in products. And I know I'm horrible. I started, guys, because one of you have left the comments that I should put on the website the products which are really great as well. So that was a mellow white and the dark nude fiber gel and some other different things. And I didn't list it because I didn't use it. So I'm really egoistic in this matter, but we are going to change it and we will try. Now, guys, forgive me at the state of this. Oh my goodness, can you believe there is still a plasterboard when the ceiling collapsed in here? But that's like example of the catalog. So they've got like a different marketing materials like posters and like models, photo shoots. The state of this catalog is a disaster. I'm so sorry. But yeah, they are different kind of marketing materials for the Nail Perfect. Thank you so much, Steph. Yes, guys, if you share the channel on social medias, you will have a chance to win those beautiful training, and cameraman is going to show you again that we
Post the link to the
picture to the training.
training.
Okay, so the cameraman just post the picture to the
More information about the group on the Facebook. You can explain more about that.
Okay, so he did what the cameraman did somewhere in the comments. What is your nick on the YouTube?
Mine?
Uh-huh.
Uh,
I can't see you.
Relaxing sound of nature.
Okay, the relaxing sounds of nature. Here is a cameraman. I wanted to inform you. Okay, you can put the links then. Okay, so he is going to put the links to the training so you can guys see it, the training, like what training you can win with the exact picture of the tips which are included in this training. And then he will also post you guys a link to the group which we have created on Facebook, where if you want, you can share your work inspired by this channel, or maybe ask some questions as well. I am sometimes horrible answering some questions, like I was better on the beginning, but now it is starting to be more and more difficult, so I will try as much as I can, and that's why we are going to do those live videos as well, to be able to answer all your questions. Okay, so let's go back for the next questions. Good luck, guys, for all of you who have shared. Okay. Okay, I find where I am. So once I am done with gels I'm using, I'm definitely becoming a nail perfect. Yeah, you really could give it a try. Like, I love them, and I find that they're lasting absolutely perfect on my clients as well. I've got Claire, which says the same about the small town, which is awesome. Like, I'm really happy about it. Good luck, Anne. Then I've got Sol. I only understand mucho. Thank you so much, Sol. How to use the color powders. Do you mean the color powders like pigments? I've got quite a few tutorials on the colorful pigments, the neon pigments, the color powders. If that's what you mean, you need to just search any kind of subject, guys. If you want, just search Palicka, and then, or Dorota Palicka, and then the subject you want. So say the pigments and color powders, or any subject you want, and it should come up, the video on the YouTube, because there is nearly 500 videos in total on this channel. So that's quite a big library for you to choose from a different tutorials, and they are amazing because you can do lots of beautiful designs. You can use it on top of the gel polish. You could use it as a precise design, and there is quite a few tutorials on that as well, so please check them out. Oh, the color powders, the besides me, that's acrylic paints. Yes, I have posted a link to the one stroke painting. That's acrylic paints, and they are fantastic for a one stroke or also a freehand painting. So like if I want to paint a Disney princess, quite often I would use this paint as well. I've got Anne saying that she have learned so much about the gel from the channel. I was using acrylic and I wasn't sure about the gel, but I love it. I am a new member of the channel. How often do you have members content, please? Okay, so the members content is we've got few different memberships options. There is the one which is a new masters, and that's the content which I'm putting once a month, because it's a training where you receive the certificate. So each month I'm putting a fresh training on this community tab where you can have access of it. Is it the channel you want me to share, Claire? Yes, the YouTube channel would be ideal. So then just write in the comments, done, and share, so we can pick up those 3 winners. I've got Pam message. No, it's fine. Like, we will still keep going until we get really tired. Then I've got Barbara asking when there is going to be a training in Poland. Because she would like to meet. So yeah, hopefully, I've got actually a few friends in Poland. We could organize some type of training. I need to speak with one of the girls, and then possibly, at the moment there are travel restrictions, so we are not allowed to travel even to Poland as well, and quite a lot of big trainings have been cancelled on me. But once the things goes back to normal, hopefully there will be more training, like in person, in different countries. So I hope to see you all. But if you're also living close to Słupsk, which is the north part of Poland, we are going there always for vacations, like for holidays, at least once or twice a year, because that's where we are originally from. Hi. Okay, so cameraman will give you the links, I believe. Okay, Jana says that the Foil It by Gel Perfection is the best foil transfer gel I have ever used. It never foils me. It wouldn't use anything else now. Yeah, so that's another recommendation of the gel, which is great for a full coverage. We love our gel, which we have tested in different kind of conditions, and it works absolutely fab as well. I think we could do even a challenge to see if the cameraman can get a full coverage, or my daughter. Then they have no experience. Oh, then I've got Andrea asking. You can check actually, I will just quickly write it maybe here, our website. I'm not sure if the link is going to work. I'm not sure. actually cameraman could maybe give a link to the transfer foil glue gel as well. I usually try to give it the products in the descriptions, like, because they are sometimes a different brands or like a different things which I have find, and they are fantastic. So I'm trying to give the link in the descriptions of the video as well. And you guys got also the link for the press-on tips I'm using as well from eBay. Then today, yes, you need to try the summer ombre neon nails. They are absolutely fantastic, and neon pigments are amazing for summertime. I've got Queen of Blink. Oh, I love your name, Queen of Blink. You are amazing. Love your channel. Oh, lucky. Yeah, I hope like the channel is going to grow. Hello, hello. He's so jealous. Like, he's so jealous. He's desperate. He's desperate for a cat, guys. Like, I mean, obviously the groomers have been shut and he still have to wait another month. And he's so long here now. He's so long here. Okay, what other questions we've got in here? How thick does the gel, that's TMCK, how thick does the gel product at the apex of the nail to be to ensure a structure is strong? Not overly too thick, like we don't want to build up like a huge mountain of the product. And the apex area, I've got actually, okay, you can go to Daddy. There is also a great video on the apex apex and a product's placement. It is really hard to describe it like without of showing you on the actual nail, but you can see it on mine. They are really not huge, like the apex isn't overly huge, and you want to place your, you want to place your apex in more into this part. You don't want to place it at too strong at the free edge, because then the product is going to cause the lifting. So make sure you really place it at the right points. And I would say, like, gosh, it is quite a lot, like even 4, oh, thank you, even 4 millimeters, I would say 4 to 5 millimeters, depending on the length, so pretty thick. But at the same time, the free edge has to be like 1.5 to 2 millimeter thickness. No, 2 millimeters, even too much, 1 millimeter thickness. So the free edge, the thickness of the credit card is a perfect thickness for the free edge, and on apex, depending on the length, I would say on my thumb I've got about 4 millimeters. So when I would cut this nail, it is really nice and thin, and then when I cut it in the middle, it's going to be a huge, like thick, pretty thick to give the structure. Sorry, guys. That was good. Okay, so the next, but there is those playlist which I have, guys, given you a link, a different nail structure, and it's a definitely worth to check it. I will quickly post it again. Let me check. No, not in here. And there is absolutely fantastic video as well. So to be honest, the best, again, as I say, what I'm doing is I'm just typing Palicka Apex, and then there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos coming up about the Apex. There is one even from a few years ago. There is a one which I really love. I'm going to share it. Share, copy. So here I'm explaining the importance of the Apex as well. You can watch this one. So that's about the Apex. But honestly, just search in the YouTube and all those videos will come up. So here is another one, Apex. And I think that's the biggest struggle for every nail technician on the beginning. Like everyone is struggling, like how thick should it be, where it should be placed, and quite often, like an old-fashioned way was to do it at curved. I find I'm putting it as close to cuticle as possible. So my Apex, you really guys have to watch those videos. Like I'm showing also how the nail growth, how does the nails behave as well. So imagine this is a nail plate, and this is our extension, and this will be our apex. This is the best explanation. If you put your apex here, say in the middle, when your nail grow, look what is happening here. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then the extension is lifting and is coming off because your apex was too close to the middle. But when you place it there, the extension can grow longer because the product is holding it. Look what is happening like. And also when the client bang with this nail is going to break here, and it's not going to break in the middle there because you've got the apex at the right place. So I'm always loving to explain it this way. This is the best explanation of how to place the apex and in which place. But you have to watch this tutorial when I'm showing like on the nail structure, because it looks completely different than just demonstrating on a piece of paper, obviously. Okay, then I've got Krisa asking, could someone help me to explain another word for type? I know what type mean. Types is like different types of nails, say example. But in general, if you could just ask the question again, I'm really trying to answer it for you as well. Hi guys, remember keep sharing as well. You've got a chance to win those beautiful nail art training, and the cameraman is going to show you again for those who just joined it in what kind of tips we are going to create. The gold transfer folio. And then I've got also, so you can guys see it, what training you can win. We will pick up 3 winners. Just keep sharing the channel and write in the comment below that you have shared it and done it. So we've got your name and there to pick up the winners. Then I've got Tracy, that's she would like to show the one stroke which she have created inspired by this channel. Cameraman will post also the link to the Facebook group in there, so you could join this group and you could post it there. Also on Instagram, you can just hashtag Dorota Palicka as well, and then when we check those hashtag Dorota Palicka, we can check and see what kind of work you have guys created as well. Okay, the group, maybe I will quickly find it as well. It was actually a cameraman idea. He opened up this group ages ago, and I think it might be a useful tool. So there is a link to the group. It is a Facebook group. I have just put it up for you guys as well. And so yes, you can feel free guys to share your work into this group as well. And good luck to everyone. Then thank you so much, Shaban. I'm really glad you love this channel. Stephanie, I don't have a pigment on my website. I just give you the links to the pigment as well. Links to the pigments. Links to the pigments. I just grabbed them from eBay and they are absolutely fantastic. They are coming in a box of 12 pigments. Oh, there we are. Chrome. No, chrome pigments. eBay nails, neon pigments. Let me check, does the link still works? Oh yes. Yes, it does. Okay, so I'm quickly going to send that link as well. But as I say, I usually, guys, when you watch the tutorial, check the description of the video, because in the description of the video, I'm always trying to put the links to the products I have used as well. Thank you, Steph. I think, like, you know, I actually was thinking, like, after all your comments, like, and answers on Facebook and everything, I was feeling like I was feeling like you will be a good assistant, like to show the guys like where to post the pictures, where to find something. You're amazing at it. Thank you so much. It has been really helpful from you. Then I've got Jen. I would like to ask one more question, and I would stop talking up all the questions times. Do you use a base or top coat with a chrome pigment to mix and paint with it? You could use it both, to be honest. I have used it both. I have used it both. Sometimes when we want to fix something, but you can mix it and paint it with it. And yes, you can use it both. I would prefer the base more probably because it would give me a thicker consistency. Or you could mix both, base, top, and pigment as well. But I cannot wait, guys, because I want to show you also, I didn't took it with me, I want to show you also a new tutorial of the blooming gels as well, and what kind of amazing designs we can do using the pigments and a blooming gel as well. So there will be lots of tutorials coming up on pigments, especially when it is to the summer, coming to the summertime. I think Krisa is asking how to identify different conditions of nails. For example, if they are oily nail beds or with the prone of lifting, thin nails, infections, etc. Okay, this is a really long questions then, how to find a different type of the nails. So basically the oily, I will just talk about the basics, and I think we will start also producing some, if you guys want, of course, we could start producing some videos like with the theory. So where I will be just sitting and talking about one subject at the time, 5, 10, 15 minutes video, and then the subject would be right in the topic of the YouTube video, so you know we are talking about one specific question, one specific problem where you could easily find the answer because you would just search Palicka and say like nail disorders, or Palicka oncolysis, or Palicka why the nails lift, or those kind of questions. Like if you would like to see those kind of videos, let me know also in the comments below, because then we could produce them so it wouldn't be showing you to different designs, but also talking a little bit as well on a specific subject. The oily nails. So the oily nails, you always find them, like usually I find it they more common on the younger clients. It is really rare to have oily nails on the older clients. In general, their skin, their nails, their hair are much dry. So it is more common problem on the younger clients. They usually got also other conditions like maybe a sweaty hands or really oily skin in general. And when you file those nails, even when you make the surface of the nail plate matte, it still isn't like kind of whitish color. You don't see the scratches really well, and they kind of disappear after the time. So that's how you would find the oily nails. And what I'm always doing in general, like, and especially on those younger clients, when they come in, the first thing what I'm doing is, of course, sanitize their clients, their hands, and then use a nail dehydrator before I'm touching their nails with the file. So dehydrate those nails, remove any oils. Sometimes clients comes in with the hair conditioner or hand creams on. This is really difficult. If you take a file and you start filing into those hand cream, you are just making a mess of it. So I'm always cleaning the nail plate with the dehydrator, and then I would file. This way the nails lasting longer time, and it's better to kind of treat all the clients as a problematic nails or as oily nails, because this way then they are going to last better. But the main way how you would find it is when you file it, the surface doesn't become like whitish. That's mean those nails are kind of oily. You don't see those scratches. That's mean the nail plate is oily. Do not overfile it, because filing more doesn't mean this nail plate is going to become more matte or more scratched. Usually they really flat and thin nails as well. I hope that's what you have meant. Then regarding the lifting, again, I really suggest, because it's such a long subject to talk about it, and we have already done the video. There is amazing video explaining why the nails lift. It's also, I have done a few different type of causes. So it could be medical reasons, it could be preparation reasons, it could be aftercare reasons as well. So the nails lift for many different reasons, and there is a separate video about it. I really refer you to that. Just type Palicka why nails lift. The nail infections, I think this is a subject which I would like to cover as well, like separate videos, talk through the different nail disorders. In general, I would say the most common one is oncolysis, when the nail plates separate from the nail bed. Recently, there have been quite a lot of allergic reactions, like I have read it in the nail industry, but I think it is mainly because of those gels in the bottles. Like I would be pretty careful, like what kind of products you are using. I find it some of those gels, they kind of like lifting from the like in full lifting and full from the nail plates, so I wouldn't using those kind of products. If you find it, if you're applying a product and it's kind of lifting in full, just skip and don't use them, because it will cause more bad than good on the client's nails. So thank you, Steph, for again for helping me. Thank you, Queen of the Bling. It's still not the dream house, like everything cost a fortune, like, and we had some disasters like happening in the living room, but hopefully in a few years time I will have the dream house. Now I've got Janet. Hi, can I put the Nail Perfect fiber over a thin layer of another product? I leave a thin layer of product on my nails. Yes, you could, as long as the product is intact. So in general, if I get a client, or if I would have even a brand A like B or whatever on my nails, and I would like to rebalance those nails with the gel, as long, doesn't matter if it's a fiber gel or if it's a different brand gel, as long as your primer, in my case it is going to be universal air bond, is matching the system, because the bond is working like a double-sided tape. So the bond has to be the same brand what the gel is. Whatever you put in the middle doesn't matter really, but those bonding agent has to be matching system. Okay, so say example, like a client because I work on IBD before, so the client comes in with the IBD gel, I would file it, I would make sure there is no air bubble, the condition of the natural nail is perfect, there is no nail infections, there is no trouble, there is no lifting. I clean the nail properly, I prep it, I apply universal air bond, and then I apply the fiber gel. That's no problem. Like, as long as this preparation is done good, we can infill with a different product. Usually I read lots of comments like from a nail technician, like that they prefer to remove it, the old product, and work fresh, because then they don't want to be responsible for any damage, any lifting of the product. Yes, I wouldn't infill the product which is a really bad condition, but you can tell, if you're a nail technician, you can really tell, like, when the clients comes in and the nails are absolutely fab, like no lifting, or even if there is a small lifting, you see through, you can really tell the quality of the product by looking at it, by seeing those nails, and then you know if you can feel it or not. I would just also check the condition of the natural nails, like underneath as well, and then absolutely fine. But in case of your own nails, you know what you've got on your own nails, so absolutely yes, just get rid of any lifting. Press Polish says the Apex description helped her, but you need to also check those videos, like they really amazing. I've got Claire says she mean tip. I hope, guys, I really want to answer this question to you. Good luck, Sherry. So yeah, guys, like just a quick reminder, if you hit the share button to the YouTube channel or any other social medias, and you write just down below in the comments in here. We'll pick up 3 winners to win those beautiful transfer foil nail art training, which we also posted a link to it as well. And it is in a community tab as well. So I've got also one more question here from the community tab from before, which I'm going to answer. And the question was from Kasia Pawłowska, and she asked why the gel polish is chipping. So the question is why the gel polish is chipping from Kasia, and there might be few different reasons. Some nails aren't just strong enough to be able to wear the gel polish on its own. And you can't do anything about it. Like, there is no fault of the nail technician. The nail prep, the product quality, everything is done the spot on, like no problem. And they will just chip because they are not strong enough and they just don't like the gel polish. In this case, if you have tried really everything and the preparation of the nail plate is really good, I would suggest to use the thin layer of like an flexible gels, and it could be like a fiber gel in a bottle. It could be, my favorite one is Upvoted Soak Off Gel Polish. It is very flexible, so it works still together with the natural nail. Do not, guys, put hard gel over the natural nail plate. The hard gel is so this is a natural nail plate, this is a hard gel. If you put something very hard on top of something which is bendy, what will happen? It will lift because this nail is bendy. It also, when it's catch the water, it's expanding, so it's growing and it's pushing this product, and then it dries and it's shrinking, so again it's going to lift. Never on top of the natural nail too hard product, because this hard product is going to be hard. It's not going to be working together with the natural nail. On top of the natural nail, my demonstrations. So on top of the natural nail, which is so flexible, we put the product which is flexible, so it's working together with the natural nail. Okay, when the natural nail bends, the product bends as well. When the natural nail shrinks, the product shrinks as well. And about soak of gel is fantastic for that because it works together with the natural nail. And for some clients, I wouldn't use the gel polish on its own because they are just heavy-handed as well, and that's another reason why it chips. If the gel polish chips from the top, from the cuticle part, that's mean it could be your fault. Okay, you have went too close to the cuticle, you have applied too thick, you didn't cure it properly, you didn't prep the nail plate properly. That could be the reason. When everything is intact and is beautiful around the cuticle area, but the gel polish is chipping only from the free edge, you could also check it. If the natural nail is in absolutely perfect condition, I would probably blame a nail technician. But if the natural nail is cracked, is split, that's the fault of client's nails, or that's a fault of the mechanical damage. And mechanical damage is like, the clients taking a shower, or the clients are doing like, a shower is too short, but like a long bath. And then straight after those long bath, they would take a nails and they would start scraping at tiles in a bathroom or going around the sink because there is something. Of course, those nails would chip. Okay, so that's a mechanical damage, but you can really judge it on the condition of the client's nails, and you can tell if they have been really hard on those nails. And again, like, I have done it myself as well. Sometimes you just sit and you start pick at it. Again, it will be a mechanical damage and you cannot do anything about it. But if there is a layer of the extra gel, they feel stronger, they are harder to pick off as well. And I've got also clients which doesn't matter what I do, they will either chew it or scrape it or use the nails as a tools. And I do worry, but I do not worry. What I mean by that is, like, I try to explain them that they cannot do that because they're damaging their nails, and eventually no product is going to last on them, because that's another thing. Like, the more damaged the natural nails are, the more likely any type of, doesn't matter what product you use, what amazing brand is it, if the natural nail is extremely damaged, it just doesn't want to hold any product anymore because it's so damaged. So 50% is a nail technician job, 50% is a client job as well. But if they are your nails and you are really taking care of them and they are chipping, I would try maybe just those extra layer of the product line to strengthen them up. Another thing why they might chip from the free edge as well is when we file the nails, sometimes guys, like I find it, even the girls which joining us in, I find that they don't clean properly the free edge. They might be still bits and pieces. Like you have to make sure the free edge is really nice and smooth. There is no raggy bits, or even if the client comes in and you can see there is nail plate is splitting, you have to get rid of the split. If you do not remove this splitting of the nails, this split is going to pull the gel polish. So that's why the gel polish is lifting from the natural nails. Okay, let's check one other questions you guys got. If you get air bubble, do you file it down or what? Yes, I do file it air bubble. It depends what kind of size air bubble. If it's a tiny air bubble, I'm not bothered about it, because when we when the air bubble is get filed, it becomes hollow in the surface of the nail. So it is really important that when we finish filing, we clean this nail. And sometimes I'm using either a very small dotting tool or a cuticle pusher, the knife side. I'm using to remove the dust which might be inside this hole. Because if you top coat this dust, you will have a white dot. Okay, it's called pitting. That's the professional name for this air bubble. So if you remove this dust from this air bubble, you don't have to file it. You will just apply the top coat, and the top coat will fill in this hole, and there is not going to be dust, so the bubble is not going to be white. And the best way to get rid of the bubbles in general is do not lift your brush. So when I'm applying the product, I'm trying to place the gel and hold my brush, like constantly keeping the contact with the product. Like I'm not lifting it and going back, not lifting and going back, but constantly my brush is touching the product, so I'm not getting as many air bubbles. Okay, I hope I have answered all those questions. Then I've got Aka Salsa just joining in. Hi. You will be able to watch it, this live video back. So it takes usually a few hours for a YouTube to process the video. And then it becomes available. I have also posted a link in a community tab, so you can guys rewatch it later as well. What I'm planning to do it in because this is a live which we have done it, like the last time we have done it live was 2 months ago, so I really missed it. And I think what I will be doing is I will be trying to doing a live video maybe once a month, at least once a month. And on top of that, we was thinking and having a chat with the cameraman that we could also do like a little bit of the theory videos, quick talk, 5, 10, 15 minutes, just on one specific subject. So later on you can guys just search it, the subject or the problem nail related to the one specific topic. Then I've got Aka, Salsa, and Sandra for your advice and good videos. Okay, thank you. I'm really glad you're enjoying the videos. I've got Aka Salsa struggling with baby boomer. It is a matter of practice, like definitely it is a matter of the practice, but again, if you just type baby boomer, there will be couple videos coming up how to do the baby boomer. I might actually link it one as well. It is a definitely technique and you need to learn it how to do it. I find it, I'm not able to do a nice baby boomer with the gel polish because the gel polish is not as pigmented, and the paint on French gel is fantastic for it, or any other, if you've got any other brand, paint of gels, they always kind of more like more pigmented consistency. They're not as runny and they leave a lot of pigments. And the best tip I can guys give you regarding the baby boomer, doesn't matter if it's a color or it is an white, there is lots of tutorials on those baby boomer. You need to divide the nail into the 3 sections, depending on how many layers you want to do it. But I'm usually doing 3 sections. So the first layer, you should be not seeing it. It should be hardly visible. It is only to get those color, like so very baby boomer, very little color, and you just kind of massage it with the sponge, brushing away with the sponge, hardly visible. So you've got really nice graduation. Then you move in, and that will be 1/3 from the cuticle, 2/3 from the free edge, and then you cure it, and you move into the middle section, and you don't go back to this place which you have finished. There has to be hardly visible middle section. You again making a bit of pigment. If you find that your tip doesn't absorb it, you could sprinkle with the acrylic powder. There are videos on that as well, how to do the ombre this way. Then you're pigmenting this section, but you don't worry about the free edge, and you leave the top part because it's done. You don't go back to this part. Then you cure it, and then finally you're doing the bottom section where you can almost like a paint almost a French, and then just gently blend it, the joining place, and then cook it. If necessary, sometimes I don't add any more product, but what the sponge it has a little bit of the product left on the sponge. Sometimes I might touch it with this sponge as well. And if you really struggle, my question is to you, have you cut the sponge? Like, I wouldn't be using, so when I've got a fresh sponge, when you've got this fresh sponge, the sponge might be slidey. If you use the slidey side, it is not going to work. You need to cut the sponge and use the place which you have cut, the fresh sponge. It has different absorbing and stamping abilities, function, and I find that this was really a helpful tip for me. It didn't work for me by the first time as well. I could see like it's not neat. I could see lots of fluff and dust and bits and pieces. So I'm always using a tiny bit of the foam or sellotape to remove any excess of the dust. And this way you can do a really nice baby boomer. I've got Janet, thank you. I have ordered your products. I'm waiting for the rest. I hope they will come soon. And what we have found that actually to the UK, of course, because we are based in the UK, the delivery is really, really quick. To United States, it takes a little bit longer. Steph, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are going to finish soon anyway. That's almost 2 hours. I love that description of the hard gel on the natural nail. It is a no, so very true. I love your teaching. I'm glad you like this description. I find it like that's a really common mistake, like where we're trying to apply the nails, make the nails stronger and then apply too hard product on top of the natural nails. Thank you so much, Steve, for helping like with the comments and everything. I really appreciate it. Will the next colored gels help? New colored gels. I'm not sure what kind of gels you are using, so I'm really, it is really hard for me to answer. Not all colored gels will be good for the ombre. You need a paint on gels. Paint on gels, like they really highly pigmented. Like when you take it off, like, and when you put it on the sponge will keep stamping the color for a long time. Like even a tiniest drop of the product is going to give you a pretty good coverage because the sponge is not going to absorb it. The gel polish isn't great for it. We've got some nice one which are called Color Plus. There is only 5 colors. I also don't use the black and white from this collection, but I'm using painting on French and the foil design gel. So 5 colors, and you can create any kind of color with it, but any kind of paint on gels are good for it as well. Yes, absolutely. Don't lift your brush. Thank you. Yes, totally. Jen, thank you both. As always, been a blast. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then I've got Nicole. I struggle with ombre before. I find your tutorial now. It works great with your sponge advices. I'm glad they are working for you. I believe they wasn't working straight away. Like, you know, it is a matter of trying things a few times. Then I've got Fluffy K. I still have problems with the structure of the nail. They always crack the same place. midway sidewalls. I am somehow creating a weak spot when filing, I think. Possibly, what you could, like, I know which place you mean as well. So it could be two reasons. One reason is when we really pinch extremely the nails, then they are kind of thicker inside and then thinner on the top. That's why they can crack as well. I find it like if my nails will crack, that would be the only place they would crack as well. And for me, the reason is over pinching the nails. But I love this look anyway. Sorry guys, losing the voice again. So, oh, there was a problem with the server. Oh no, what's happened? Can you see the comments, Patrick? Oh, okay, I've got it. Yeah. So basically, you are probably overfiling. Yeah, it's working now. You are probably overfiling those side walls as well. You could try to thin out the nails more at the free edge and keep more product at the sides, just so they've got enough structure, enough product, and they don't crack. Quite often, it could be also the foam application as well. I find it when I was on my beginning of the journey as well, when I was putting the foam, again, that was not pinching enough. So absolutely opposite, when I was placing the foam underneath of the nails and then I was trying to pull the foam, the form sometimes, because it wasn't fit in properly underneath of the nails, was creating like a wee jump and gap, and that was the place where the nail could crack. You could also see the product from underneath. So if you can see it, the product underneath of your natural nail, I would watch a few tutorials on how to apply the nail form so they are 100% properly fit in, and that hopefully should sort your issue as well. No, I'm finishing. I'm really finishing, Claire. Oh, yeah. Okay, the glitch. Yeah, it just shows me for a second. But we are going to finish soon, guys. And thank you so much for being with me. And I've got Yasmin. I tried Baby Boomer over 5 years and used tons of gel since I find your channel with doing the Baby Boomer with the paint on French. I have got no more problems with it. Love it so much. I'm really glad. Like, it's not only me saying it is so amazing. It took us. It was with one of my friends. One of my friends where we developed the paint on French gel, like testing different ones, and was like, no, that's not the one. No, that's not the one. Eventually, we got the perfect consistency. So it's amazing for the French and amazing also for those sponge Baby Boomer technique, and also for a 3D work. The parrot and the horse, which is on the story, that's created with the paint on French gel. So one pot of gel, which lasts you for ages. I'm not sure, Yasmin, where, I hope I pronounce your name good, when you have bought yours, but mine lasts me really ages. It's such a small amount of the product you're needing for a good results. But I'm really glad that you guys find it the same like I did it as well. Yeah, we are going to finish. So good luck, guys, to all of you. We are going to pick up 3 winners from today's live video, which will won the transfer foil training. I'm glad it came quick, but in general, we've got some issues sometimes. Like, we had actually a big problem. The products are coming from Europe to us, to the UK, and UK came out from the European Union because, like, we had those Brexit. Can you believe, guys, I'm still waiting for parcels for me to come on the order which I have placed in January. Unbelievable. So we had some stock issues as well, for which I do really apologize, but eventually we have kind of tried to invest in the stock, like, and buy it up front enough, so we've got it in stock. And what I find is sometimes sometimes the delivery can be so quick, like even to the UK, sometimes we post it and it's like next day, which is awesome, but sometimes it can take a week. In general, it is 3 days. Then to the United States, like, you know, sometimes it can take like a week, which is unbelievably quick, because in general, I'm always saying about 10 working days, so that's about 2 weeks. But then we had some parcels like which took even a month to arrive. So I think it's depending how good the postman is, but I'm glad when they come in quick, and I wish they will always come in quick. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Oh, I've got Sheila. I'm confused about foil design gel. Doesn't foil need inhibition layer and chrome doesn't? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, awesome. Actually, I have read your question in the comment below the video, and I really wanted to answer this question, and I'm glad you actually asked this question now. It is a fantastic question, and because of you, I have created a video. We have recorded yesterday a video where I'm explaining all different products regarding transfer foil and the chromes. And yes, you are right. You are needing no wipe top gel for chrome to look really nice. But what I have found by accident, that it does works on the foil design gel. When you've got too much inhibition layer, the foil is going to slide. It's not going to transfer really nice. And that's in a case of gel polishes. See, if you try to use the gel polish to transfer the transfer foil, you wouldn't get a nice full coverage. You would get this kind of messy look. But that's mainly because the gel polish has too much inhibition layer. Same like if you would try to use it like on the normal gel, it has too much inhibition layer, so the transfer foil is not going to transfer good. It's the same if you would use a wet glue for a transfer foil. If you use it too wet, it's not going to transfer the foil because it's too wet. So too much inhibition layer is not good for a transfer foil. It wouldn't get a nice result. The Nail Perfect Foil Design Gel has a little inhibition layer. It has those perfect balance in between semi-paint on French gel, but it doesn't take a foil. It has those little inhibition layer. So I'm over curing the product to make it work for chrome. Okay, so normally for a transfer foil, I would use the foil design gel and cure it in a lamp 30 seconds on a low heat mode. So it is like half powerful curing. 30 seconds, and then I transfer foil, so I've got enough inhibition layer. For a chromes, I'm over curing my product, and I'm curing 60 seconds on a full power of my lamp. And after over curing this, the chrome takes really nice to the foil design gel. But I explained that in the video as well, like showing all different, and I think this video will be fantastic because it is pretty useful. But thank you so much for asking this question, because I remember reading it under the comment of one of the videos, and I do really apologize, guys. I'm kind of pretty bad on answering all your questions in the videos sometimes, but we will be doing those live videos to answer all your questions. Yeah, so I'm sending you a big kisses, guys. I have really enjoyed this time spent together with you again, and we will be posting a new video on Monday, then another one on Wednesday and Saturday, and this transfer foil one should be ready by Wednesday. So I'm sending you big kisses, glittery hugs, and yeah. So also tomorrow, check, guys, the community tab. That's where we are going to post the winner once the video is processed. So good luck to everyone. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Claire. Bye. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Steve. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, guys. Yeah, that's me gone. Bye. Have a good Sunday. Thank you so much, Sarah. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bye. Glittery hugs, guys. Big kisses. Bye. Good night.